7 signs she does not like you. Welcome back to my channel, and in this video I'm going to share with you some signs that you should look out for in order to know if she is not interested in you. But before we begin, remember that everybody expresses their interests differently, and that one person's behavior doesn't necessarily mean that they're not interested in you. So I want to make sure that I give you more advice on this and give you stacked signals, as I would call it. Hi guys, my name is Apollonia Ponti, and I am your dating, relationship, and life coach for men. I have been able to get and help men get substantial results in their dating and relationship lives. And if you're new to this channel, I welcome you to click that subscribe button and comment below as well, even if you're not, to really communicate with me. And I love communicating with you guys every time I post a video. So let's dive into what this is. So what are the signs that she's not interested? So number one, I think one of the biggest ones is she avoids making plans with you. I mean, that's pretty, and you're always the one that is trying to make plans. It's not that she initiates or she's like, yeah, I would love to, and she comes on the dates and you're the only one making the plans. That's not what I mean. But she totally avoids it. Like, she doesn't commit to it, or you don't hear from her for a month and then finally a month later she's like, let's hang out, right? If she always seems too busy or finds excuses not to hang out with you, it's a clear sign that she is not interested. Number two is she doesn't respond to your messages. If she takes a long time to respond to your messages, not just one or twice, I mean like consistently, or doesn't respond at all, it's a sign that she's not interested in keeping the conversation going. And also too, if we are trying to message a woman that is not responding to us, why are we even messaging her in the first place? Like, I've seen this so much where sometimes men will message a woman and it's like 1 message, 2 message, 3 message, 4 message, and like he doesn't get the point and she's not responding back, right? Be very careful with that. Number three is she doesn't make an effort to get to know you. So this is where a lot of men will get a little confused, is because they'll go on dates or you guys will have fun, but she doesn't really ask you any questions about yourself. Maybe she's just looking to have a free time and good and have fun and maybe hook up. But if you're not a man that's looking for that, then you should be looking for a woman who does take an investment in you to get to know you for who you are besides the surface. Because if she doesn't ask you questions about yourself or show any interest in getting to know you, then this is a sign that she's not interested in you, or maybe just a relationship or anything long-term with you. And then number four is she doesn't touch or flirt with you. So she's totally off flirting with you. Like, she doesn't want to engage in flirting with you. She doesn't want to get you the wrong idea. She maybe even taps you on the shoulder. She's like, oh, you're such a great friend. Okay, guys. Okay. There's women that want to be friends with men, okay? It's interesting because a lot of guys, and I'll be honest, like, a lot of women choose not to be friends with men because a lot of them always want something or have an ulterior motive. And that's why it's really important to really figure out if you're a guy that's interested in her or if you're a guy who just wants to be a friend with her. Because if you're a guy that's interested in her and she's not touching you, she's not flirting with you, she's calling you a friend, then be pretty upfront and be like, hey, listen, like, I was interested, or I'm seeing what's here, but it seems like you're just looking at this as a friendship. Am I correct? And she says, yes. Okay, great. But here's the thing. Typically women, I have friend zone program, I have a friend zone videos. Typically women will look at you as a friend because you're not able to adapt polarity in a relationship, meaning own your masculine presence of who you are, and also you're not showing your intent, and that lives in polarity. So I talk about this in my group coaching program. I talk about in my Escaping the Friend Zone program, which you can take a look at my products while I'll link them below. Number five is she doesn't introduce you to her friends or family. If she doesn't introduce you to her friends or family when you guys are dating, it's a sign that she may not see a future with you, right? So here's the thing, is there's difference in religion and cultures, because I've coached in many countries. And one of the things is, I'm not saying that she's not interested if there is a reason why she's not introducing your parents, like for cultural or religious reasons. Like, sometimes that will happen. Sometimes too, I think that it's important to have a time frame, right? So if she's just not interested in introducing you to her friends or family at all, and she's avoiding the topic, that's what I mean here. But if she's like, hey, listen, I need to be dating someone for at least a year, or I need to be with someone for at least 6 months because I promise that the next person that goes in front of my parents is going to be the one that I want to marry, right? And a woman will be pretty open, and so she'll always have a description of why. And it'll be a solid, pretty good description of why you're not being introduced to her family. Typically her friends, you'll start to meet within the first 3 months. I mean, after the first 3 months of you dating, typically. And now I'm going to go into 2 more signs that she is not interested or doesn't like you as well. Number 5 was more of like when you start dating her in a relationship. 6 is She doesn't make eye contact with you. So this will be more of like when you see yourself in settings, situations, you don't really know her, you barely know her. She avoids making eye contact with you. It's a sign that she's not interested in a conversation with you, or like maybe she doesn't even try to allude to a conversation with you in class or in an event that you're having with all your friends, right? She just kind of blatantly ignores you and you try to talk to her and she just kind of like avoids the topic with you, right? Obviously, those are cues that she's not interested, and don't get yourself wrapped up about this. Like, not everybody is going to be allowed or doesn't, I don't think everybody is ever going to be interested in everyone. So don't get yourself in this whole rejection spiral if that happens. Just move on, and there will be a woman that will want to have a conversation with you. Number 7 is she doesn't laugh at your jokes. So this is typically when you're dating and you're noticing that she's not laughing at your jokes. She seems pretty unresponsive and like she's distracted with other things that are going around her. And she's just doesn't care for your humor. It seems like she doesn't find you amusing or attractive at all. And she's more off-putting towards you. That's going to be a sign that she's not really interested in what you have to say. She's not interested in what you're doing. And I've seen this happen. She's more interested in going out with you and seeing who else she can meet. And so pick up on those behaviors. If she's interacting with other people, kind of ignoring you, kind of using you, that's really, really important, guys. And so here's the thing is we sometimes get so caught up in why one specific woman doesn't like us that we stay there and we let it hold us back more. And we stop dating and because we have high hopes because one girl is going to like us. And guys, if we look at it like that, we're going to lose in the game of dating. Really. And so it's really important to not have expectations when dating. So I think if a girl doesn't like you, remember that these signs are not only indicators that you need to pay attention to, but you also need to pay attention to a woman's behavior and the context of a situation, guys. So that is really, really important. So if you want to get more clarity on like what's the biggest turn-offs for women, I want you to watch this next video that I have here in the cards. And as always, I love hearing from you. Comment below, and I'll see you in the next video. And remember, you are always loved. Bye for now.